All right, so now what I want to do is talk a little bit about the switch statement in JavaScript. So basically, this is going to be similar to using the if-else statements that we've been working with. And this is going to be good if you want to compare one value to many different values and check for some sort of match. So we're going to start with a simple little example here. Suppose we want to state the current season based on the month of the year. Now we can do this with if-else statements, okay? And let's go ahead and do that first, and then we'll see how we can translate this into using the switch statement, okay? So I'm going to start with a variable here. So I'm going to go const month, and I'm going to get this from JavaScript. So you have something where you can go new and then date with a capital D, and then use parentheses and then dot get, all lowercase, and then month with a capital M, okay? And then parentheses again, okay? So what I want to do here, just to make sure you got this right, console.log the month variable, and you're going to get a number, and I'm going to explain this. So if we run this, we get 0, okay? So why did I get 0? So where I am right now, at this point in time, it's January, okay? So January is the first month of the year. Now, the way this works is JavaScript's going to give you a number between 0 and 11, okay? So it's basically 0 indexed. So you can think about this as January is the first month, so it starts at 0. And then the second month is February, so it's going to be 1, okay? So basically, if you think about it as January is the first month, February is the second month, you know, so on and so forth till you get to December, which is the 12th month, just move those numbers down by 1, okay? And you're going to be good to go, okay? So what I want to do here, now that we understand that, is say something like let season, okay? And this is going to be assigned dynamically, so I'm not going to give it a value just yet, so that's why I'm using let. And basically, I'm just going to type an if statement, okay? And I want to check if the month is going to be December, January, or February, okay? So in terms of the number that I'm going to get, remember, this up here, this variable here is going to hold a number. So it's going to be, for December, 11. Because it's the 12th month, we're shifting it down by 1. January would be 0, right? It's the first month, we're shifting it down by 1. February would be 1. It's the second month, we're shifting it down by 1. So if month triple equals to 11 for December, or month triple equals to 0 for January, or month triple equals to, and I messed it up, so month triple equals to 1 for February, okay? We're going to set the season variable equal to winter, okay? Because it's going to be winter. And let's do a little emoji here. So I'm going to type winter in there and see what we have. And let's use the little snowman, okay? Actually, I wanted a semicolon there. Okay, so now I'm going to do an else if, so an else if, and I'm going to check if the month triple equals to, we're going to do 2 for March, okay, and then we're going to go month, and then triple equals to 3, and then month triple equals to 4. Okay, so basically what we're doing here is we're checking for March, April, and May. So then let's go here, and we'll set the season here equal to the spring, and let's do an emoji with some flowers. So let's take that one. So now it's spring. So then we have 2 more, right? We have summer next. So else if, we're going to go month triple equals to, we're going to go 5, and then we're going to go month triple equals to 6, and then we're going to go month triple equals to 7. Okay, so now we're checking to see if the month is going to be June, July, or August, right? So in that case, we're going to say it's summer. So season is equal to, let's go summer. And for this one, let's put a flame. So let's go flame. Let's get that one. And then one last one. So again, you could do else if there, okay, the month triple equals to 8, you know, or the month triple equals to 9, or the month triple equals to 10, but really you just need an else here, right? Because it's going to catch all the rest. So we would say in this case, the season is equal to, and let's go ahead and say fall, right? So for me, fall is associated with football. So let's go ahead and do football there for the emoji. And that's it, okay? So let's go ahead and come down here. Let me get some space going. So I'm just going to console.log a little message, okay? And this is going to use backticks. And I'm going to say the current season is, and then inside of some, again, you put your $, then curly braces. So inside the curly braces, I'm going to type the season variable, okay? So in this particular case for me, this is going to be winter, right? Because if I come up here, this guy right here, this month, is going to give me a value of 0 because it's January. So when I come here, because this guy is true, and I'm using the logical OR operator, this is going to give season the value of winter, okay? And all of these are going to be skipped, right? Because we're using else if, and else. So everything gets skipped. So only one of these is going to run. So when I come down here, the current season is winter, okay? So let's pop open the terminal. Let's clear this out. Let's run this. We get the current season is winter. Okay. And obviously you can play around with this. You can comment this out. I'll let you do this on your own. But let's just put something like 2, okay, which would be spring, okay, because that's going to represent March. So let's go ahead and clear this and run this. We get the current season is spring. Okay. So we know how to do this at this point. But now let's switch over to the switch statement and see what we can do there. Okay. So I'm not going to comment anything out. I'm just going to keep that for right now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type the keyword switch, and I'm going to put some parentheses here. Now, with the if statement, we do something like this. We go month triple equals to 0, or, so on and so forth. You don't do that with the switch statement. Just type month in there. So whatever you want to check against. So here I'm going to open up some curly braces, okay? And then I'm going to do what we call cases, okay? So this is what I'm going to check. So I'm going to go case, and then I'm going to go 11, okay? So basically you can think about this as if I said, does the month triple equal to 11, okay? Like we saw up here, month triple equals to 11. Well, this is how you write this with the switch statement, okay? So let me get rid of this, and I'm going to put a colon here, okay? And then after the colon, you would put what you want to do, okay? So in this case, I want to assign the season variable to be equal to this winter, okay? With this emoji here. So let me put winter in again and put my snowman back, okay? And then we'll put a semicolon here. And then I want to put break, okay? And the reason I put break there is it stops the execution of the switch statement. When we have the if statements, the else if, and the else, only one of them is going to run. With the switch statement, if you don't type break, it's going to keep going until it either gets a break or it exits or finds the end of the switch statement, okay? So I'll show you that in a moment. Now, we had multiple conditions here that would give us a result of winter. So in order for us to do that here, I'm just going to type case, and I'm going to go 0, okay? And then I'm going to type case, and I'm going to go 1, okay? So it's going to check these guys and see if there's a match, if it's 11 or 0 or 1, okay? Just like I did up here with the logical OR operator, I'm basically doing the same thing here, okay? So now if I want to go with the other ones, I'm just going to copy this real quick. So let me copy this, and I'm going to come over here and paste this in, and let me just move this over. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at 2, and then 3, and then 4. Okay, so in this particular case, the season is going to be spring. Okay, and let's put our little flower emoji, okay, in there. And then I'm going to just paste this in again. So now I'm going to go 5, and then 6, and then 7. Okay, and for this, the season is going to be summer. So let's go summer. So we're going to go summer. And then for the emoji, I'm going to go flame. Okay, and then lastly, we have the fall. Now, we saw with the if-else statements, okay, that we put this in the else because it was kind of the last thing that was remaining, okay? You can do the same thing with the switch statement, but you're going to go default. So you type default and then your colon, and then basically, what do you want to do, okay, if nothing was a match? Well, in this case, I want to set the season equal to fall. So it's going to be fall, and then I put the football emoji. So football, football, and then let's go ahead and do this. And you always want to put a break statement here. It's not required by JavaScript. If you take the break statement out right here, it's fine because basically after this, it's exiting the switch statement anyway. The reason you want to put this in here is because you can rearrange the way the default is. You could put it first or in the middle or last, as long as you put that break statement in. Also, if you're working in other programming languages, most of them require the break statement if you're doing this. So it's just a good idea to put it in, okay? So if we go ahead and pop open the terminal, and we run this guy, we get the current season is winter, but that's from up there. I didn't do anything down here. So let me copy this actually. I'm going to copy this and let's come down here and paste this in again. So from line 35 and also from line 13, you're going to get the same thing. So let's go ahead and clear this and run this. And we get the current season is winter twice, right? So it does the same thing. It's just a different way to do it. So if we come back up here, you can play around with this again. I'll let you do that on your own. You can put this as, let's say 2, and let's go ahead and clear this and run this. So we get the current season is spring. Let's say we do something like 6. So we clear this and run this. We get the current season is summer. And let's say we do 9. So we clear this and run this, and we get the current season is fall. Okay, so you see everything is working as expected. So the main thing to understand here is that when you switch things, you don't want to type the condition in there, okay? You have these cases here, and then you want to make sure you put the break. If you don't put the break in, let me go ahead and show you this. So if you don't put the break in, let's say it was winter. So let's come up here. And let's uncomment this out. So right now it's winter for me. What's going to happen is when it gets here, you're going to get the season of winter, okay? But then it's going to be assigned as spring, okay? So you're going to get winter and then spring in the console. So let's go ahead and clear this and run this. So you get the current season is winter from our if-else statements, and then you get the current season is spring from this guy because, again, what happened is when it comes down here, it gets this guy, okay, there's a match, but it just keeps going because you don't have the break, right? You didn't break, so it comes down here to this guy and it assigns it to spring, and then it's got a break. If you take this break out, now it's going to say summer, right? So if you clear this and you run this, you get summer, okay? And if you took this guy out, you would get fall, right? So if you clear this and run this, you get fall, right? So if you don't have that break in there, it's just going to keep going, okay, until it encounters a break or it gets to the end and then it's done. Okay, let's do another example just to solidify this. Let's say that we're building a little app, and basically this simple little app lets a customer type in a beverage name, okay? And based on that beverage name, it'll tell you, yes, we have this beverage and here's the price, or sorry, we don't have that beverage, okay? So let's do something like const beverage, and I'm gonna set this equal to water for right now, okay? And let's do let price, and this is gonna change dynamically, so I'm just using let. Again, I'm not giving it a value yet. So I'm going to do switch, okay? And then we're going to put in here what we want to check. So it's going to be the beverage, right? So I'm going to check that. So again, with the if statement, you would do triple equals to something like water, but we're not doing that here. We're going to do that with the case, right? So I'm going to come down here, open up my curly braces, and I'm going to do the case, right? So what's the first case? Well, let's check water, okay? And if this is a match, then what do I want to do? Well, I'll set the price equal to 1, and then I want to break, okay? So then let's do another case. So case, let's do something like orange juice, okay? And then if this is a match, we'll set the price equal to 2, and then we want to break. And let me get some room going here, okay? So let's come back up here, and I'll do another case. So in this case, let's do something like soda, and we can do just a few of these. So let's go price, let's set that equal to 3, and let's break. And let me do a few more. So let's go case, and let's do coffee, and let's do another case with the same thing. So case tea, right? So each of these, the coffee and the tea would be the same price. So you do coffee and then tea, and then we'll do the price is 4, okay? And we're gonna break. And then let's do one more. So let's do case, we'll do beer, and let's also do wine, okay? Let's say those cost the same. So case, we'll do wine, and then we'll go ahead and set the price here for 5, okay? And then we're gonna break. And then lastly, I'll do a default. So the default, and we'll do, in this case, I'm gonna set the price to null, right? Because we don't have it, right? So you don't want it to be undefined. You wanna specifically set it to null, okay? That way I know that I set it or my program set it to null. We don't have it. So then I'm going to put the break, okay? So let's think about how we can make a little message to the console. Basically, in most cases, we would do what? We would do something like console.log, use some backticks, and we'll say, we have your, and then $ curly braces, beverage in stock. The price is $ curly braces. Actually need 2 $ here. So then the price variable will go inside, and then I messed that up. And then let me do a little emoji with some sunglasses, basically because we're happy. And I meant to do that one. So let me type cool in there and get that. Okay, so basically we have this now. So let me hit this up, and you could do this, but basically what's going to happen is if you come down here, if you get to this default case, this isn't going to work, right? So let me go ahead and pop this open, clear this, and we run this. We have your water in stock. The price is $1, okay? So if I go up here and change this to something like, let's say Red Bull, okay, something like that, well, this will kick the clause for the default. We have your Red Bull in stock, the price is null. Okay, so we don't want that to happen. So we can use another little switch statement. So I'm gonna go switch, and then I'm gonna type the price in here, okay? And basically, I wanna check to see if it's null. Okay, so I'm gonna do a case where it's null. If it is, I'm going to console.log something like, sorry, we don't have your, or we don't have this beverage, okay? And that's basically it. And you can put a little emoji in here. And let me put the exclamation point there, and then do the emoji, and I'll just put the annoyed one, okay? So let's put this here, And then let me come down here a little bit. And what I want to do is then set a default, okay? And the default is going to be this. So let's go ahead and grab this now, okay? So this is every other case where the price is not null, okay? And then I'm going to put a break in there as well, just for good practice. And now if we pop this open and clear this and run this, we get, sorry, we don't have Red Bull. And then we also get the other one because I didn't break here, okay? So what I should have done here is actually come through here and put break, okay? And that's gonna stop that. So let's go ahead and clear this and run this. And we get, sorry, we don't have Red Bull, okay? And then this one, I'm just going to cut this, okay, and put this out here. And let's go ahead and go back up here. And we'll just go through a different scenario. So let's just say we had something like orange juice, okay? And we'll pop this open and we run this. We have your orange juice in stock. The price is $2, right? Or if we do something like, let's say beer, and pop this open and we run this, we have your beer in stock. The price is $5.